morning, everybody. This is Astra from the SKAIdragons team. Today, bringing to you our very first devlog for our very first game under the SKAIdragons Studio. It's a team deathmatch box PvP Squid game. And the idea was to create a very brand specific game that was true to the Squid Game IP, using all the Fortnite authorized assets for Squid Game in the game. So this is kind of the progress so far. As you can see, here is the arena that we built. And as your traditional red versus blue, it is instead pink versus green. So pink for guards, green for players. So yeah, this is the progress over, so since August, about 6-7 months. And I'm in the final stages of finalizing a lot of the verse code, play testing, and then also finalizing setting up the weapons areas within the lobbies for each team. So there are some aspects still in development, but I just wanted to show you guys so far what we have. And you'll also notice that a lot of it has custom text. Everything was custom made. And in the arena itself, all this custom tiles was, I made this material in Photoshop because I wanted something specific that fits with the colors here. We have our vaults, Vault 1 and Vault 2. And in the center, of course, I wanted to bring in the element of red light, green light, as it is so iconic of Squid Game. So I developed a little concept here where there would be a red light, green light area. So that is the progress so far. As you can see, it needs about 2 more weeks, and then it will launch on the 4th of February. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you have any questions. And yeah, perhaps I will just quickly show you the verse as well. So the verse was built from scratch. I really wanted to get rid of, you know, the clunky way that we sometimes manage box PvPs. I wanted to have a very cohesive system. So there is a lot of verse code at the moment, but this is going to be updated a little bit, as I did improve, for example, the chest and the economy system, especially now with the new UI opportunities in Unreal Engine for Fortnite. I am going to update that. But let's have a look, for example, at, let me see, my Squid Game manager. So I have a game manager as well as a team manager device. So the team manager device is to sort the players once they start the game into their specific teams and to assign them a number. Now, I didn't implement the back bling yet for this, as you would see in many games for Squid Game at the moment. But this is the team manager at the moment. So it will divide into 2 teams, and there is an area that you go to for that, and so on. So, and then there is the Squid Game manager. This actually manages the game for managing the start of the game, giving the orientation, the ceremony, the times in between, managing where the players, when a team specifically wins, to start the winning ceremony. And for this, which is a little different from other red versus blue games, I did develop a victory ceremony zone for that. So here would effectively be the ceremony between every round. And how this game works is there is 9 rounds. Each team has to reach 1,000 eliminations. And the first team to reach 1,000 eliminations then wins that round. And then the team who wins the most rounds of the 9 rounds, they then get all the money in the piggy bank and a trophy for their team. And with the money you get from the piggy bank, you can upgrade your weapons. So purple weapons is free. You can't see it here at the moment, as this little thingies, they are somehow weird like that. So let me just see if I can make it visible. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's make it. So you will get purple weapons for free. I didn't implement green weapons yet, but if you think it is important to have green weapons, then you can let me know. We can always have 3 levels to this weapon zone. I just didn't want to overload the game too much in order to keep it, you know, running smooth and cleanly. All right. Right, so there is also this little elements. I wanted to have like the Squid Game aspects in between. So when you come by your weapons here, there is the guard dude, and you know, no bargaining, no talking, just little nuggets here and there. All right. And these kiosks, they are not the Squid Game kiosks that you are used to in the actual TV series. I wanted something that has the reference device in it. So whenever a player spawns and they're assigned their team, let's say the guard team in this case, and they're to guard number 1, because in my team class system, which I developed with Burst, every player gets a number and assigned a kiosk. So if you're player number 1, your player avatar would actually show here, and only you would have access to your menu button and your stats button. Now the stats button is in progress. It's a bit hard at the moment to get the data from via API, so I'm trying to find a workaround for that, but I hope to get that done before the game launch. If not, we'll work on that as it is version 1 launch on the 4th of February. Right. These doors I'm not going to reveal just yet. It is a surprise coming, but you guys will see how that works when the game launches. And then, of course, there is custom chests. So these were modeled. I wanted something to look a lot like Squid Game. So you can see they are quite nicely modeled for Squid Game. They have the symbols there. And then, of course, there is the currency. So I made this custom currency. There is 1 coins, 2 coins, and 5 coin values. So if you collect these, you will be able to use it to spend on purchases. This is a key which is a kind of will be revealed on the 4th of February when you play the game. So yeah, this is what it is so far. I can also just maybe hop in and show you guys the verse zone. It's quite extensive. It looks like a smaller game, but once you actually dive into the management zone, you can see that there's quite a bit of devices managing the entire game. So yeah, a lot of them. Maybe I'll just quickly show you guys the class manager system. So you have your welcome lobby, volume, everything is managed in Verse. I wanted to remove away a lot from devices. Many Red versus Blue is set up completely in Fortnite with devices. Now that is great, you know, if it's working, it's working. But I did want to do something upgraded from the usual and just manage the entire game system in Fortnite. And also on top of that, I built every device to be modular. You can start it with a tracker, for example, and you can stop the device with a tracker. That means you can use these modules across many games. And that's the ideal, what I wanted, you know, not to keep rebuilding Verse modules for every single game, but that you could actually reuse a game device or a team manager device across different games because they are modular in that case. But of course, you can adapt it a little bit for every game as needed. So yeah, so this is the economy system. As I mentioned, this is going to change because I did develop a better one in the meantime. But that's the coins you would collect when you are in the arena. This is the key management system. And it's fully trade and buy optimized. This is not an in-game transactions kind of thing. I didn't implement in-game transactions. You guys don't have to worry about that. We're not going to sell you anything or do any Fortnite in-game transactions, the kind of new thing at the moment. This game is free to play for all. You can just come and enjoy it. The economy system that I mean is an in-game economy system that I built. So if you collect these coins or your team wins, you get currency, and with that currency, you know, you purchase. So it's based on your skill, how much you earn, and so on within the game. So you're not going to spend any real world money or V-Bucks for now in this game. It might change in future, but we thought as our first game, definitely we want to do free for all and anyone can play. It is a shooting game though, so when I say anyone can play, it actually means I guess 12 years and older for shooting type of games on Fortnite. So yeah, there's also a chest management system here. This I have also upgraded, but yeah, you guys can just see how that looks at the moment. It's based on switch mechanics at the moment. I did want to implement scene graph. You guys might be asking, why am I not using scene graph? So I did experiment a lot with scene graph, but there is still unfortunately a lot of bugs and stuff. You know, sometimes when you look back into your UEFN, your mesh components, which you custom modeled in modeling mode, it just disappeared, and then I have to reconnect all those custom meshes again. It takes forever. And I thought if I launch the game and for the first 2 games, you know, it might be working, and then suddenly there's that update again, and then again stuff is not working, then the game experience is not nice. So I'm kind of sticking with what is you know, reliable in Fortnite UEFN at the moment. Yeah, so what you're seeing here on the bed is the animation I made for when you are a player. So when you are a guard and you are a guard player, then actually you get a kiosk. But so let me quickly hop to that. So you actually get a kiosk in that case, like we talked about before. But if you're a player, then let's just go to the player zone. If you're a player, then you get a bed, and I have 2 types of animations where you actually lie down. So that mannequin you saw as a character device, then I override, you know, the animation, blah, blah, blah. You know, you guys know how it works. So whenever you interact with the button here, you will lie down in the lie down animation and have an orbital camera to view the whole zone. It's actually pretty fun. So what is the point of this? The point of this is that you can access your menu button and then your stats button to see what that looks like. All right, I also built a custom UI. So in terms of UI, everything is custom built. I'm still playing with the UI because now with the new UI material updates in UEFN, it is much better to build. I just want to see, I think this is just my planning. So just a moment, I just want to see what I did here. So yeah, that's a planned UI, but it's not the one I'm officially using because that's with powers and stuff, and that's not going to be in version 1. I will launch that in version 2 as that is a bit complex at the moment. But just an FYI for anyone interested in custom UI and stuff. So where is my actual UI at the moment? Okay, there is a custom menu system as I mentioned. So I made these menu materials in Photoshop, and then you just put it behind, and you know you put your buttons here and do the bindings, although now you can do it with the new UI method, which I do want to do. That's the stats menu. It is a work in progress, but yeah, we are talking about work in progress here, so we might as well have a look at it. So that will be your player icon, your name, and then your stats would go here, what weapon you currently have equipped, and so on. So that's what that is for, menu button and then stats button. So yeah, this is the state of progress at the moment. As mentioned, it is now 70 to 80% complete. I will continue this week and the next week to update the verse components I want to update, like the new upgraded economy and UI system. And then it is playtesting until we get like a clean gameplay and can ensure, you know, like the matchmaking and the team allocation and stuff is proper. So yeah, thank you so much for staying tuned. Oh, before I forget, yeah, there will be AIs that you can shoot, like these NPCs. Every team has their NPCs. So if you're a guard player, you have guards that help you against your enemy, which is the players, or vice versa. And I am thinking about implementing guard spawners that if you want to spend some of your currency that you earn from your battles, then you can hire a guard to help you as well. All right. So, yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for staying tuned on this devlog. I'm sorry if it was a bit long. This is my first devlog ever. I'm not sure what to talk about or what to say exactly, or what to show you guys. So I hope this was good enough. And if you have questions about how to do some stuff or how it was done, let me know. And then for anyone interested in playing it, it will be available from the 4th of February onwards. And I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.